What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 23 of the Hella Average Games Cast. As always, I'm your co-host Cam, and joining me today, I've got Jeremy. What's happening, brother?
Just glad to be here. Glad to be back. Not glad to see certain people, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Cheating ass bitches.
You're still salty of a little Mario Kart action we had, aren't you?
Oh, salty as fuck.
We can't help you suck. And as always, we've got Carmen with us. What's happening, Captain?
Man, I'm hanging in there. This time change got me a little fucked up. Like, I get till 4 o'clock and I'm slumped.
Yeah, I've been, I just now feel like I haven't been tired for 24 hours straight. Like, I had to work overnight last night, and I came home and slept for like 4 hours, and I took a nap, so it was good. I'm good now, but the time change and that, boy, messing me up, man.
Yeah, you had some fucked up hours there, buddy.
Yeah, but luckily I'm done. I got tomorrow off, so I get to play a whole lot of video games tonight.
Nice.
We played a whole lot of games this past week, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but we're going to wait till the end because we got a big announcement coming, so we're going to talk about it at the end of the show. We're super excited, and we know you're going to be too, so I guess we're going to keep it on moving and get into the new releases this week. There wasn't a whole lot, but there was a few pretty cool games that came out. Let's start out with the new Sonic game. That's Sega's Sonic game, right? They developed it?
Yeah, Team Sonic developed
Okay, this is Sonic Forces.
Yeah.
I hear it's pretty much like you gotta just be a fan of the genre to appreciate this game.
Yeah, it's strictly for fans, man. It's one of those where you can create your own deviant art-ass Sonic character and throw him in a mediocre Sonic game.
Oh, so you create a Sonic in this one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of shitty.
That is really shitty.
I get the whole point is playing as Sonic and Knuckles and Tails. Like, isn't that the point of the Sonic? Isn't that the good part
Pretty
of it?
much.
But don't you want to play as Cam the Hedgehog?
I mean, I would come up with a better name than that. It'd be like, I don't know, Brutus the Hedgehog or some shit like that.
You have heard of
Linwood.
You have heard that you can like go onto Google and type your name plus the Hedgehog and see just like a million different deviant art fan characters of it.
No, I did not know that. I'm doing that
Please
right now. I'm doing that right now as we speak.
Have your goddamn filter on, or you will see things that will just burn your retinas.
All right, so Cam the Hedgehog looks pretty emo. He's got like hair over his eyes, and then there's one. He's sitting in a recliner. He's like, I don't give a fuck. That's weird. But yeah, this game's not getting the greatest of fanfare. I mean, it's mediocre at best. And with the release of the other proper Sonic game we got earlier in the year, it's just paling in comparison.
I was saying earlier, I find it just so funny that a team of 3 super fans could make a vastly superior and universally critically acclaimed Sonic game, and Team Sonic themselves just make another mediocre cash grab.
I mean, they've been shitting the bed for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And plus, we've talked about it. Like 9 times out of 10, you give fan bases the money and the tools, they're gonna give you a damn good product.
It's almost like with video game movies. They all suck, but I guarantee you, if you gave some super fans a chance and a decent budget, you would actually get a damn good video game movie out of it somewhere.
I agree.
I mean, look what they've done on YouTube with no budget, basically. You know.
Oh, yeah, like those Dragon Ball live-action fan films.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking about.
Beacon of Light? Holy shit.
Hell yes.
But you think that they would have saw the success they had with the collection and would have just ran with that again and said, you know what, like, fuck this. Like, what we have doesn't even compare. It doesn't even shed light on the game anymore.
They wouldn't be Team Sonic otherwise.
So it sounds like this is not going to be what you call a flop, but this is not going to go down in the annals of Sonic history as a must-play at all.
It's going down the annals of Sonic.
The annals. The annals.
Yeah, this is no Sonic 06 or Sonic Boom. This is more like a Sonic Unleashed, just also ran.
Oh, that's terrible. But we do have some light at the end of the tunnel because there's a couple of good releases out this week.
And don't forget the one you missed last week.
Yeah, I was going to do that at the end, but I guess I can apologize now. So I whiffed last week real bad, ladies and gentlemen. When I checked and I said there was no major releases, I was wrong. Call of Duty released last week on November 3rd, but when I checked it, I swore it was November 7th, which would have been this week's episode. So I whiffed. Call of Duty came out without any kind of fanfare from us, any kind of praise from us, and it's all my fault. You can blame me.
I don't think anybody's that heartbroken, dog.
Nah.
We just needed to circle back because we were like, hey, shit out this week.
But yeah, I just fucked up. I saw the 7 or 3, and then I guess I saw 7. I don't know what happened.
That still ain't gonna get any praise from me, so
Yes.
no harm, no foul.
It is downloaded on my PlayStation, and as soon as I get done here, get some dinner in me, I'm going to be playing tonight. Hopefully, I'm going to play well, because I tend to not be so good at Call of Duty anymore. But I'm super excited. I think Carmen got a hold of it, too.
Yep, it's downloading as we speak. I fired that up as soon as I came home, and then, like you're doing, I got to get dinner, and then probably get back on and rock out.
I swear all these games that we get that Jeremy says he's not going to play, he secretly has, and like he goes home and he gets a new PSN and he plays them.
I swear.
I have only ever played one Call of Duty. It was Call of Duty 4. And I played for a little bit. I thought it was just okay, and I sold it. I don't think they're bad games. Again, it's just like Destiny. They just don't interest me.
Yeah, but there's a copy of Destiny on your shelf, dog. I know what you do at night.
A free copy.
I know what you do, boy.
Yeah, check my save data. It has been played since I got it.
Give me that other PSN.
I will.
Give it to me, Daddy.
Need for Speed Payback came out this week.
That's kind of cool.
I'm excited to play it. I want to pick it up later on down the road. But it's kind of getting. I mean, I don't think it's bad. Metacritic gave it a 71, and I think I've said this before. I don't take Metacritic to the bank. I just kind of get an idea of where it sits at. But Metacritic I think it's got a 71 on Metacritic. It's got a 5.9 on IGN and a 3.5 on Games Radar.
I mean, it's never going to be an Underground or an Underground 2, but Need for Speed is like consistent in that like C+, B- mark.
Yeah, and
They
sometimes
give you a good racing game. You can race, you can have fun, there's a challenge to it. And then there's like a little story mixed in, but other than that, it's just, they're just okay, and I'm okay with that.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what your thing is, go with the flow.
And, if you're tired, if the Forzas of the world and the Gran Turismos of the world don't tickle your fancy, I mean, give this a shot, because this is this is an arcade racing game. It's a whole different ball game. It's really cool. I love Need for Speed. I've always loved the Need for Speed franchise. So, I mean, this could be something you could go for those racing fans that aren't like hardcore dedicated to the sim racing. You know what I mean? Are you gonna pick it up?
I don't know. I haven't decided. If it goes on like a flash sale for like $20, yeah, it's worth a playthrough.
I think so. And Jeremy, what about you?
Yeah, not my style, bro.
I know it wasn't. I just didn't know if any of this one interests you at all.
Nah.
So Jeremy's gonna sit out all the racing games this year. It looks like.
Yeah.
And even games of yesteryear.
Yep. Stay tuned. You'll get the joke. You'll get the joke a little bit better later on.
It's coming soon.
Besides that, we've got Super Lucky's Tale. I've heard about this. It's like a cartoon. Is it a Fox? I think it's a cartoon Fox. And it came out, and it's supposed to be a fairly well-received game. The only reason I put it on here is because I've heard about it from other podcasts. So it's not some hole-in-the-wall game. I'm trying to see what it got on Metacritic. But it looks cool. The art style looks cool. It's like one of those cute little mascot character games. Got a cartoony background. It's got a 67 Metascore right now. So here's a summary of it.
Beautiful.
Follow Lucky, the ever-optimistic and energetic and lovable hero, on his quest to find his inner strength and help his sister rescue the Book of Ages from Jinx. Jinx is a scheming and mysterious villain trying to reshape the world, but for what reason? Test your skills with puzzle and nerve.
Yeah, I'm looking at this right now, and this looks a little too sugary for me.
Yeah, a little too juvenile, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I like Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie style platforms and all this, but this is just a little bit skewing too young for me.
Yeah, it does seem like it's for a younger generation.
It's one, if it became like a free game or something, I give it a shot, but I don't see myself buying this.
I was trying to see what else they do. Super Lucky's Tale Creativerse. This is the developer. The developer is Playful Core.
Never heard of them.
Me neither. But there are two big games. It looks like is Creativerse. It's a sandbox adventure game, and then this one. So there's some type of smaller indie developer. But I've heard good things, or pretty good things about this game. So that's why I threw it on here. Besides that, we've got the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. And usually we try not to talk about DLC. This is a pretty big DLC. It's going to be the only DLC they do for the game. Yeah, so
That's it? They're wrapping it up after that?
That's it. Last I heard, this is going to be the only DLC.
I didn't think that was the case. I thought they were going to build on this game, but I guess, they'll wrap it up and move on to the second one.
Let's see here. Well, I'll check back up on that for sure, but I'm pretty sure I read an article about it. But anyway, this is the Frozen Wilds. It's in a new area. There's going to be some new monsters. So I'm pretty excited. I'm on the fence. I know I said back on some past episodes that I would be getting it, but I'm not going to get it right now.
I would get it if I was even anywhere near completing the game. But I haven't touched it in months. I'm still towards the very beginning. I plan to go back and finish it, but I'm not going to even consider getting the DLC until I finish the game.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that you weren't going to pick it up right now for sure.
Don't get me wrong. If I end up loving the game, I'll definitely probably pick this up. But right now, it's just on the back burner.
Okay. What about you, Carmen?
That's a hard no.
Yeah, you didn't finish the game, did you?
Nope. I got super bored, and I just couldn't go back. Characters are cool. The graphics are great. I love seeing the environments, but it's not worth buying a DLC just to go see another texture pack.
Yeah, and I just checked it. This is going to be the first and only DLC expansion for the game.
Well, be on
the
lookout for the sequel then. They're going to do it.
Oh, it's got to be already in the works.
See, I got to admit, though, I do like the fact that Guerrilla is not milking the shit out of the DLC. They're just creating something substantial and worth, and then just letting it go.
I'm behind it because
they're kind of breaking the mold. Because didn't they sell a digital deluxe edition for $99?
I don't know.
No, I really don't. I'm sure they did. They did.
I bought a physical copy of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. But this reminds me of what From Software did with Bloodborne. They only had one DLC, and that was the Old Hunters. But it was substantial.
It was massive?
Good. Yes.
Okay, so maybe that's what they did.
Yeah, because I bought the Old Hunters DLC, and that gave me at least another 10 hours of gameplay right there.
Oh, see, that 10 hours of gameplay, that doesn't sound like enough. How much was the DLC? Oh. Okay.
I said at least. I don't remember how long I spent on it, but I spent a long time on it.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering, with this Horizon DLC, how much content are they really giving you, and what's the price? Is it $20 as well?
It's a $20 DLC. Here, I'll give you the rundown of it, okay? You got a new story, new quest lines, errands, weapons, armor, and a new skill tree. GameSpot got through it in about 12 hours, but the DLC could take anywhere from 10 to 20 hours depending on where you're at. The game recommends you being at level 30 before you start it. You'll explore the icy world of the Cut and experience the game's weather effects. Wind and snow particles affect how you'll see. So, you got $20 for anywhere from 10 to 20 hours. Let's call it in the middle at 15 hours.
I still think that's good. I've bought games for $60 that clock in around 8 hours. The new Doom takes about 10 hours to beat, and I think it was more than worth $60. $20 for at least 10 hours. That's not a bad deal.
I kind of expected the price to be higher though because it was the only DLC.
No,
that's where I was basing my judgments on.
Yeah, so you can't go too high. I don't think any DLC should be more than $20.
No, I agree, and just I'm in your camp, Jeremy, because this, there's games out there that have been less than this that have been decent, and a lot of times, it's a game that Carmen might think is not worth it at 10 hours is more than worth it to Joe Gamer on the street. So it really is. It just varies, but this doesn't sound like a bad deal. since it's the only DLC, I'll definitely probably pick it up and play through it.
I think this is a very reasonable priced and sounds good DLC. This is some bullshit horse armor or loot box crap.
No, you get a whole new
This is
skill
just-
tree. That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'm assuming new skill tree, probably new weapons,
Yep.
new dinosaurs,
Probably
new
new-
missions.
Everything. So
Yeah.
that's exciting. I mean, it's pretty cool. If I get it, I'll definitely update you guys and all of our fans on how it is. But that's all the major players for the new releases this week. So I'll have a list up by the time you hear this on www.hellaveragegaming.com. If you click on that news tab, it's going to be up. I've also got the free games posted. We've got all of our content and other episodes, links to that posted. So go check out our website at www.hellaveragegaming.com. All right, let's keep it moving, guys. We got some news to talk about. The first thing that we came to was the new PlayStation Trophy system. It sounds pretty cool, but the breakdown of it is Sony's giving you points for trophies, and those points equals dollars, basically, from the article I read. So, 100 silver trophies is 100 points, 25 gold trophies is 250 points, and 10 platinum trophies is 1,000 points. So every 1,000 points is $10.
Yeah, every 100 points is $1. So it's basically $1 for your silvers, $2.50 for your golds, and $10 for your platinum.
So it's not a lot, but
No,
it's money towards games.
pretty much, yeah.
You know,
I mean,
free money.
I like to trophy hunt myself, so this is just kind of like a little extra incentive to do stuff.
You know, I'm not a trophy hunter, but it's going to give more weight now when you see a trophy pop across your screen, you know? But the thing about it that I'm not going to say it irks me because this is a pretty good deal anyway. Sony's just kind of giving you money, but it's not retroactive. So none of your trophies are grandfathered in.
It irks me too because otherwise they'd give me 3 or 4 free games off the trophies I've got. But I absolutely understand where they're coming from. They would just lose their ass on this with these people out there who have like tens of thousands of trophies. You know, like I said, it sucks, but I understand where they're coming from.
I think they're still going to lose their ass.
They might.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you think about it, think about this. You have to platinum 10 games just to get $10. So that means for at most every game that someone platinums, they're only going to get $1 back.
Yeah, but I mean, these people that have perfected this trophy hunting and
Still,
that they just start a new PSN, and they're gonna just run through these games again.
Yeah, I mean,
still going to take.
I think
still
people are
take
gonna
a long
circle back.
time.
let's see what you
I
got.
can see that.
If there's any
I can see
stipulations.
that, but you're going to have to invest a ton of time to do that.
Yeah, but it's it's a little simpler once you've done it once.
Hey, so you think there's some trophies out there I sure as shit don't want to ever try and get again.
Yeah, but you're not a 16-year-old from Korea who has nothing else to do.
That's true.
So I'm sure people are gonna just start new shit, start racking them up. I mean, you put in any number of games, you play 10 games in a week, you're gonna pull quite a bit of trophies.
Yeah, but those bronze trophies aren't worth shit. You gotta get the silver and the gold.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a list. Someone's going to compile a list that's going to say, look, these are the easiest trophies. These are the ones that are going to net you the most money in the fastest amount of time. Here's your games list. Play this. It's going to cost you this much to get it. You'll get this much back. Somebody's going to crack this.
Oh, I don't
It's not going to
doubt
last.
that. I don't doubt that, but I do not see Sony losing their ass on this. This is just a little nice benefit.
You know, something that would combat that is Sony, instead of having every game on the PlayStation Store available, having a separate category of like crafting or games you can redeem on.
Yeah, now that will save them, because think about if you're a developer. Is Sony going to pay you for that game? If you racked up $60, is Sony going to pay Activision for Call of Duty?
No. Oh, I guarantee you Sony just eats that money. If someone uses that to take $10 off new Call of Duty, Activision still gets their money. Just Sony takes the little $10 hit.
Yeah, the developer gets their money, that's for sure. Especially on these digital purchases.
Yeah.
On the digital
It's all
purchases,
good
I
for
bet you the developer gets more money than Sony. Sony probably only say it takes, I'm just throwing out numbers here, but Sony only takes 15%, while the developer probably takes 85%.
And I also believe the developer has to pay Sony to even post their games on the PSN.
Oh, I'm sure.
A certain fee, yeah.
I mean, it's a cool concept. If they, it's like me and Carmen were talking in the car on the way to your house, Jeremy, about the whole what is it? The GameStop renting, their renting system.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
how they're going to have to put some type of stipulations to stop people from working the system. And I'm sure it's going to be the same thing with this. If they don't have any stipulations and let people run, anything they want, it's going to be the Wild West for like the first month or so with that thing.
Plus, they can always retroactively change this whatever way, shape, or form they want.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It boils down to cool stuff. Sony's giving you just free money for playing games on their console. It's not a lot, but it's a start,
Yep, I agree.
So let's move on to Xbox, something they did finally that we should have seen coming and it should have been done a long time ago. The Kinect has officially gone bye-bye. They killed the Kinect. The Kinect is dead. No more Kinect. Period.
And the world spun on.
Now, do I think they'll make some other type of gimmick later on down the line? Absolutely.
they'll wait and see whatever Nintendo makes bank on and then try and make a shittier version of it.
Either that or they're going to push an Xbox VR.
Ugh. I don't think they will. VR is going downhill. They'll latch on to something else.
Yeah, but you never know if PlayStation VR takes off at some point for whatever reason. Well, if it does.
I'm throwing my hat in the ring right now. It will not take off.
VR will be a thing sometime down the line.
Yeah, but not anytime in this generation of consoles.
No. But I'm saying their next gimmick will probably be VR.
And I personally don't think VR is going to be the next thing. I think AR is going to be the next thing.
I do too. No, I think AR is going to be the more applicable of the two, but I still think VR is going to still continue to grow and get its legs and be refined. They're both going to be viable in our lifetime, no doubt about it.
Oh, in our lifetime, yes, but not anytime soon.
And I think it's
you'll have grandkids. I think you'll have grandkids.
We'll see. I mean, I appreciate your optimism. You're being a pessimist here. You're a pessimist.
I'm a pessimist.
Right here. But
in case it hasn't been known, I'm a dick.
Yeah.
So.
But
I was going to say, has he ever been optimistic?
But I don't think it'll take that long. I think in a few years, let's say 10 years at the most, we'll be there. But anyway,
that's an argument for another day.
Yeah. Anyway, the Kinect is dead. I mean, the Kinect did have its viability at some point. I mean, it didn't. The later Kinects worked a whole lot better than they initially did. They stopped forcing you to have the Kinect, and once that happened, people actually kind of got a little bit more use out of the Kinect. I know that I'd go over to one of my buddies' house, and his uncle had a Kinect, and that was kind of cool when you were bowling and shit like that. It read pretty good as long as you had an open space. It was neat. I mean, you could yell shit like "Xbox, record that," That's kind of
turn
cool.
people's Xboxes off at the beginning of the Xbox One's life.
Yeah, so
that shit was so funny.
Oh, there was some great prank videos, trolling videos online of people using their Xbox Kinects to troll people.
That's funny.
Yeah, or if you snapped Windows on that motherfucker, people didn't know what to do.
Yeah,
but
I mean, like everyone I talked to who even used the Kinect, all they said they used it for was just like the voice commands. That was it. They didn't play any games with it.
That was a lot of the draw, were the voice commands, because it has voice commands that you can't do with a headset.
But is it worth $150 just to be able to talk to your Xbox?
To some people, yes, it absolutely is, Jeremy.
To lazy motherfuckers who can't pick up a controller.
To those people, that might have been their only interaction for the day, Jeremy.
Oh, that's sad. Go outside, meet people.
Stay away from the sun, Jeremy. I hiss at the sun.
That's what I do.
So alongside killing the Kinect, Microsoft also released the strongest console on the face of the planet. The Xbox One X is here. It's getting good reviews. It's pretty much everything I've seen. It's everything they touted it to be. It's a hefty ass workhorse. Digital Foundry did something on it. They said all the specs were pretty much in line. The 4K looks amazing. I mean, it's basically all you can say about it is Microsoft delivered on their claim,
Yeah, and some of the games that they have optimized for the Xbox One X, they say they're rivaling PC gaming, which is kind of scary.
I heard that too.
That is scary to have a console be close to.
But it's only some games. Some of the other up-reses just aren't doing it. They're just okay.
I did hear that, but I also heard that the ones they were talking about that rival the PC, they said graphically it does, but the frame rate still isn't quite up there yet.
All right, here's the featured Xbox One enhanced games. I'm assuming these are going to be the ones that they put a lot of time into. So you got Forza 7, Assassin's Creed Origins, Gears, Shadow of War, Titanfall 2, and Rise of the Tomb Raider. So those are the ones that they feature on their website. So I'm assuming those are going to be some of the ones you were talking about, Carmen. But if you look at the whole list, it's actually pretty massive. I'm not going to go over it.
There's some sports games. There's some other smaller titles. But
Call
like
of
the
Duty's
games that
on
you
there.
reference, like the 7 that you reference, like Tomb Raider was like the showpiece for the PS4 Pro. And you knew they were going to do the same thing for the Xbox. Forza is their baby. They will never not do Forza at the best capacity they can. And Assassin's Creed is brand new.
Yep, I agree. I mean, they're putting Call of Duty is going to be enhanced, so that's one that just came out. All your Darksiders are on there. Dead Rising, Dishonored, both of Dishonored's, Doom, Dragon Ball Fighter Z is on there.
But it's like some of these games don't need that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is the featured is just it's a nice little bonus, but you're really buying it for the games that are made for the Xbox One X.
Yeah, you want it for games that are like more like Dragon Ball Z is super cool. But do you need Dragon Ball Z in 4K, or would you
Hell
prefer
no.
Battlefield or Forza in 4K?
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
like
I'm
things
kind
that
of
are
getting
real.
I want if I'm buying a 4K TV, I want to get as much stuff in 4K as I can. That's just my
Yeah,
thought
but-
on it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on it for having these games on there. It's fine to have them on there, but you're not buying the Xbox One X to play Xenoverse.
No, not at all.
You know, it's nice. It's a nice little addition. You add enhancements, but you can only do so much with it. You want to really show this baby off. You know, you want to pop something in that's going to just make you, wow, that looks fucking awesome. You know, these featured games are these like little also games aren't it. You want to pop in Rise of the Tomb Raider. You want to show off Call of Duty and Forza and all that shit. Gears of War.
I agree. I mean, I do. Like, these secondary games are just icing on the cake.
Yeah.
This list, though, that they released blew PlayStation 4 Pro's list out of the water as far as how many games were optimized.
But look how much later it is.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, they definitely had more time, and I think that a lot of developers were already working on their updates for the PS4 Pro, so they already had a little bit of easier time probably going to the Xbox and doing the same thing. But just in comparison, I think the PS4 Pro had half the size of the list.
But at the same time, the PS4 Pro is cheaper.
Very true. About $100 cheaper.
About $100 cheaper. And it's much more affordable. I mean, this is really the only problem the Xbox One X is running into is just it's designed for such an extremely niche category of gamers. You know, it's designed for people who don't already own an Xbox, who have a 4K TV, who have a ton of money to burn, and who really like these very specific Xbox games.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a gamer, if you're just your average gamer, you're not buying this. You're buying the PlayStation 4 Slim. You know, it's down to whatever, $250. It's dirt cheap now. You're buying the Xbox One S. It's dirt cheap now. It's $200 or whatever it is. That's what you're buying. And then if you're a little bit more of a hardcore gamer, you might be buying a PS4 Pro if you have a TV. And then you're buying this powerhouse because you are a dedicated gamer. This is like stuff for like people like us who are like in the know of gaming and eat, live, breathe this stuff.
But there's only so many people like that out there.
You're right. It's definitely a
There's
niche
a lot.
market.
And then even then, among those people, you've got people who just don't like Xbox and just aren't going to buy it. They're going to buy a PS4 instead. Or a Pro, I mean, yeah. Again, I'm not saying they're not going to they'll make some money off this. This will be a decent success, but this isn't going to be like a Switch situation where you're not going to be able to find it.
No, and even Microsoft said they're going to sell more Xbox One S's this Christmas than they are
Yeah.
One X's. And I'm glad they're aware of that.
Yeah, quite frankly, I mean, if I was to get an Xbox, it would be an S. I have no reason to get an X.
But it's cool that it's doing well. I love competition means good things for all of us
Yes.
gamers,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, for them to launch this console and it be everything they said it was going to be, I mean, I'm anxious to see what Sony's going to bring to the table next whenever they do, or Nintendo even. Whatever happens next, I'm anxious to see because, competition just drives this marketplace and it's good for us when we're the ones that are reaping the benefits. But other than that, Microsoft doing big things. I'm really excited. So we talked about the Games for Gold already, the free games for the month. It's kind of a weak lineup, but they announced the PlayStation Plus games. And they are also both. I can't lie, both lineups are pretty weak.
They're pretty, they're not the best.
I'm heading over to Hell Average Gaming and pulling it up right now. All right, so with November, we're going to get Worms Battlegrounds and Bound. Now, Worms Battlegrounds is fun. I've been playing Worms since the PS3.
Yeah, Worms is a fun little game.
Yeah, it's cool.
But
Carmen hated it.
It's nothing I haven't played in a
I
million
fucking
times.
hated the shit out of that game.
What, like the series in general?
No,
or that
just
one
this
specific?
copy of it. Cam was like, yeah, man, let's play this game. We had just got done playing Nidhogg probably, or Towerfall or something. He's like, yo, let's try this shit. And I was like, all right, let's try it. 3 seconds in, I was like, nah, dog, turn this shit off.
It was Battlegrounds.
Okay. Yeah, I never played Battlegrounds, but I do like the Worms games.
It's the same thing. You can jump. I didn't play the campaign. I like jumping in and battling. I've always liked that. So we just jumped right in and battled. It's a cool game. It doesn't grab me like it used to when I was a little bit younger, you know?
Yeah.
But this game, don't get me wrong, this being a cool game does not mean like this is a must-have. This is something that you might not even ever play. I mean, it's...
This will be one I download, but just kind of keep it in my library.
Yep. And Bound...
I give it to the game that it's like, you add it to your library only for the pure sake of having something else to play on your couch when your friends come over.
Exactly.
I don't even know much about Bound. I don't know if any of y'all can elaborate on it, but I don't know too much about it.
Don't know, and quite frankly don't care.
Well, I was the same way with you last month, and I picked it up and loved it, so who knows? It's games like that kind of make me double think all these games I never heard of, and like, let me give it a shot, because it's free. What's the worst thing to do? Download it, hate it, delete it?
Yeah.
But anyway.
I've played for games and done that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's the truth.
If you own a Vita, you can download Dungeon Punks. This just sounds like a terrible fucking video game. Well,
I was about to say, I own a Vita, and I will not be wasting valuable space on Dungeon Punks.
It's cross
space
by.
is fucking valuable on there.
Yeah, because you're not going to
exactly.
pay. Was it like $100 for a damn Vita card?
It was. I paid $80 for a 32 gig card.
God almighty.
Yeah, that was years ago.
I'm running on stock memory, dog. When I want something new, I got to delete something.
But that's also a cross-buy title, so if you want to give it a shot, you can get it on the PS4. And I know you got plenty of room on your PS4, Jeremy, with your 4 terabytes. And Broken Sword 5, which is only on the Vita. It's an episodic game. It gives you episodes 1 and 2. I don't know if this is all the episodes or if there's more. Either way, it gives you the first 2 episodes. The PS3, you're getting R-Type Dimensions and Ragdoll Kung Fu. I have played a lot of Ragdoll Kung Fu. We played a shit ton of it over the years, and I liked it.
I did too. Yeah.
But that's your lineup, and I hate to knock on both these companies because they gave us a lot the last couple of months. But this seems like they're just like, oh, we gave you, Metal Gear Solid last month. Here, just take this to now. Fuck you.
I really. I mean, it's a shitty lineup, no way around it. But like I said, they can't give us a winner every single month. I'm happy to get at least 2 or 3 big name titles a year. Makes it worth it, in my opinion.
I think this is just a way to set up for a good December lineup.
I can see that.
Is that they're gonna just roll you a ball, real easy right here.
Yeah.
And then you're just gonna coast all the way through. And then when December hits, they're gonna give us something big. Or at least that's what I hope. Sony, give us something big.
Yeah. I mean, you would think Christmas is a big time of the year, baby. So that's it for the free games. So if any of those tickled your fancy, go download them. They're free. I think I say this every time. In 10 years, you're going to regret that you didn't download Ragdoll Kung Fu. We had a little. You know what? No, we'll skip. We'll do BlizzCon last. The Telltale games have been some of my favorites. Every Walking Dead, Borderlands, The Wolf Among Us, Batman, loved them. But they just laid off a quarter of their entire workforce. 25%, 90 people of their workforce just got laid off.
That's not good.
The article I read, it didn't say anything about being in trouble. It just said they're refocusing, restructuring, and they're just going to put out less games, but like better games. So they're focusing, it looks like they're focusing on quantity instead of quality.
That sounds to me like corporate speak for we're losing money.
Yes, it does sound like that to me too. So I don't know what to believe at this point. But
I mean,
it's still sad that you lay off a quarter of your workforce. You know, I mean,
oh yeah,
It's tough.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
yes.
for anybody. I mean, you would think that Telltale, with all their, all their successes, have been doing their thing. They wouldn't have to do this.
But I've seen people saying that Telltale's quality has been dropping recently. Keep in mind, I don't play the Telltale games; they're not my style, and I know they're critically acclaimed. But I've heard, like, obviously, the Walking Dead, people love it, critically acclaimed. I've heard the Batman ones were okay. I've heard like the new season of The Walking Dead's just been all right. The new stuff they've been doing hasn't been knocking people's socks off. It's just been mediocre, apparently, and this is probably what's causing declining sales.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think they had their success with Wolf Among Us. That was their first major one, and then
No, Walking Dead was their first major one.
No, the Wolf Among Us came out before Walking Dead.
I disagree.
Well, let's double check. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Their first major game was Walking Dead. That's what put them on the map.
All right, the Wolf Among Us was October 11th, and the Walking Dead was April 2012. So Wolf Among Us was the one that put them on the map.
Wait, what year did Wolf Among Us come out?
2011.
Are you sure? That does not sound
Just
right.
looked at it. No, wait, I might have lied to you. Might have lied to you. Yeah, got them confused.
I think you lied.
Got it mixed up. You're right. Walking Dead came out first. Wolf Among Us came out second.
Yeah.
You're right, Jeremy. You got me on that one. Anyway, so The Walking Dead was their first big success, and then they followed up with Wolf Among Us, which has got rave reviews.
Yes.
And then it started to decline after that, I believe.
Yeah, pretty much.
But they've always been plagued with having, they're a little glitchy, but the story's always been there. A lot of people like this make your own story stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope they keep doing something. Like, I don't want them to give me one game every 5 fucking years or whatever it is.
Well, I think honestly they would be best just to make one game a year. And you still release the episodes and all that, but just make your Walking Dead in 2017, 2018, that could be your Batman, and just focus on that for the year. You don't need to have 3 games coming out every year and so forth. Like I said, quality over quantity.
It makes me sad for like these developers, because I don't know, how open the video game, industry is. I don't know if these people will be able to go out to, X developer and get a job pretty fast, but it's sad anytime a company lays off people for whatever reason,
Oh, definitely.
But hopefully they keep bringing the pay. I know that y'all don't really play the Telltale games. I'm the only one among us that kind of jumps into them, but they're fun. I like the narrative, and it's you are choosing your own story with their games, but it all wraps up and takes you to the same endpoint. So
yeah, and I think you have to be involved in those series. It's like I don't watch The Walking Dead, and I don't watch Game of Thrones, so to play a game about those titles, like, they just don't even get me excited. Like, I'd rather play Tic-Tac-Toe.
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. Like, I watch Game of Thrones. I love Guardians of the Galaxy, but I don't like the style of these games. I don't really like the point and click and read a bunch of text, watch a bunch of cutscenes, But at the same time, I think it's a style of game that needs to stay around. People love it, obviously, And I don't want Telltale to really go away. They're a fine company, They're not shit like EA or some of these other crap companies.
Shots fired.
Yeah. We got to think, Telltale has basically just put the meanest polish on text adventure games ever.
Yeah.
And text adventure games have been around since the beginning. Text-based games were the first game, so.
Yeah, they're like the oldest form of video game out there almost.
So they just added pictures to it, and then they gave us a text-based video game. So, hopefully they pull through this. Hopefully they're, I want to say that if everything they say is true, hopefully their quality improves, and we get some good stuff from them. Let's move on to BlizzCon. Everybody knows and loves Blizzard. They have,
not me,
except for Jeremy.
Yeah.
You know them.
I know them. I don't hate them. I just don't really like their games.
They're one of the best developers. One of the most consistent, one of the strongest. So they have a BlizzCon every year, And we got a lot of stuff that came down the pipe this year. So let's kick it off with StarCraft 2 going free to play. That's exciting. I'm not the biggest StarCraft fan, but we had Rob on. He's a huge StarCraft fan.
Yeah, and they're only giving you like one of the expansions. And it depends. I don't remember the name of the 2 expansions they have for StarCraft 2, but if you own one of them, they'll give you the other for free. And if you don't own any of them, you only get one of them.
Yeah, I was going to look it up real quick and see what it was, because I pulled up the article and just to make sure it was StarCraft 2, and then I looked at it, but I didn't even see Wings of Liberty is the campaign.
Yeah, they'll give you Wings of Liberty for free if you don't have it. And then what's the other DLC? Does it have it listed?
Let's see. That is free version. I'm just trying to skim through this right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the other one on here.
Either way, you own the campaign, they give you the expansion. You don't own it, you only get the campaign.
Well, still cool. I mean, anytime it goes free to play,
Super
you can't
cool.
complain about free shit. Like, I mean, people still like to do that, and you can't do it.
I think this is a way to build up the fan base a bit more. I mean, I know it's already there. There's a huge fan base behind it, but think about how many people are going to get this game now only because it's free, and then they may fall in love with it. And then when they remake the original StarCraft, you're going to get that. They're going to pull sales on that. And then, I mean, I'm sure in 5 years, 6 years, they're going to drop a StarCraft 3.
Oh, of course they are. I mean, they're
It wouldn't make sense otherwise.
Yeah, this franchise is still going strong.
Their cycles are fucking vast. Like, they wait a long time.
Blizzard knows this space. They obviously dominate the MMO space. And then as far as these real-time strategy games, nobody really competes with them in that. You know, they've got Warcraft and StarCraft. I can't think of somebody that, you know, really competes to the level they do. So
League of Legends?
Well, League of Legends is a MOBA. It's not a MMORPG.
All the same shit.
They both start with M.
They both start with M.
Grumpy
They got you
Jeremy.
clicking.
Rumpf.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, Blizzard, they know who their fan base is, and they service them very well.
Yeah, but you know, they also didn't bring, like, people have been wanting a Warcraft 4, and there hasn't been any light of that tunnel yet.
I would say not to give up hope yet. That's something I could see happening, no doubt.
Yeah, it's probably coming like in 2020.
It'll come out exactly after Half-Life 3 gets announced.
Half-Life 3.
But they
half
also
man, half bear, half pig.
they
Man, bear, pig.
They got on a tear. No, it was half bear, half man, half pig.
Does it matter?
So then they gave us a little bit of news about WoW. They're bringing back Vanilla WoW, which is really cool. Some people are going to love that. It's just play the original WoW, no expansions, play the original and all the glory. They also, when I played EverQuest back in the day, they had the bare bones servers, which is kind of the same thing, and they are fun. At my point in life now, if I ever went back to WoW, I definitely wouldn't go back to the vanilla servers. I'd want to play all the expansions, but that's just me. I'm sure a lot of the people who've been playing consistently would love to go back to the vanilla and just play the original.
I think it's super cool.
Yeah, it's awesome when they give you the original game and you don't have to play in the add-ons. You can.
I know that this was a big problem when people brought it up. Like, we just want vanilla WoW, and they said, you know, due to the way that it was coded, and there was a ton of factors that went into why they couldn't do it. And for them to have figured it out and to have brought it back, it's awesome. And plus, they shut down a lot of people. People had servers up for vanilla WoW, and they shut them all down.
Yeah, because they weren't sanctioned, and you know, I remember back in the day in WoW, you could actually get away by downloading certain clients, and you could get on these unsanctioned servers. But back then they had different, you know, you could start out at level 60 or whatever it was, and this and that. So a lot of different stats for each one. But I'm glad they're doing this and sanctioning it. Like, this is going to be a Blizzard thing. You can just jump on and play it. I think it's going to be the one that brings Jeremy into WoW.
You'd be surprised how wrong you are.
Jeremy, you've ever played WoW? Ever going to play WoW?
Nah. Only WoW experience I have is the South Park episode.
Yeah, that's a fantastic episode, too.
Phenomenal episode. Didn't make me want to play the game at all.
But not only are they bringing back the vanilla WoW, they're doing some kind of scale. It has to be a scale issue, but you're going to be able to level up anywhere in WoW. Instead of having to go through the progression of, the next areas, level 20 to 25. If you want to level up, it sounds like if you want to level up in I don't know, a level 20 area when you're level 60, you can do that. They haven't said a lot more about it, I don't think. At least the article I read, I didn't see anything. But it's a double-edged sword. I like the idea of it because it kind of keeps the content fresh. So any MMO has trouble keeping their old content fresh and relatable. But then Carmen brought up a good point that what's the end game at that point? What are you working towards? So
yeah, they have to they have to maybe lock down the dungeons or the raids or the something to a level, because if you go work in one area and then that's your level 30 raid, and then you go to another area and that's your 60 raid, like the next area you go to, then it scales up, or is the whole game gonna just scale the whole way up? Like, so the raid when you're level 30 is a level 30 raid, and then when you're break 30, now it's a level 60 raid, and I don't know. They got to do it right. That's all I can say.
Like I said, if there's any developer in this world I've got faith in, it's Blizzard. They've rarely burned their base, so we'll see. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic addition, and if it's actually hated, then I'm sure they'll go back and fix it for their fan base. But let's move on to Overwatch. We got a new character announced, Moira. She's a DPS healer coming to Overwatch. She's in the PTR right now, isn't she?
Yeah, she's coming to the PTR. I'm not sure if she's in completely, but she'll be in the PTR in the next update.
So those of you who don't know, the PTR is the playtest server on the PC. They throw it in there first, let people get their hands on them before it comes out to console. So
they let people break the fuck out of the game.
Yeah, you can. Yes, because sometimes these players aren't balanced when they come out. So I'm excited. If you look, go check out her. If you're an Overwatch fan, at least go check out her trailer. She looks fucking cool, and I'm gonna play the shit out of her because I'm the healer. I've always been. I've found healing to be my niche in these games. So I'm really excited because the last healer they brought out was what's her face, Anna, and I don't like her. So she was kind of a letdown. Top tier though. She is good. She's definitely good for the competitive. She's not. I don't play her in quick play.
You got to just be willing. You can't go down the scope. You got to fucking just
go
run around and pop people.
Not only that, we've got a new map coming. It's going to be what is it?
Blizzard World.
Blizzard World. Thank you, Carmen. I just totally found a brain fart.
It's like a fucking Blizzard theme park. It's fucking sick looking.
Yeah, it does look pretty fucking cool.
They say there's all kinds of Easter eggs hidden in it, and I can't wait to see it.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to have everything from all their games. There's no telling what they're going to have in there.
References to Warcraft, Diablo, anything. I can't wait.
Also, you got Hanzo going to Heroes of the Storm. That's pretty cool. I don't play Heroes of the Storm. It's not really my thing, my gig, but, it's a cool game. I
just don't like Hanzo.
I'm not a Hanzo fan either. I like his lore. I like the lore behind Hanzo, but that's about as far as it goes for me.
The way people play him just pisses me off.
Going back to WoW, I totally forgot to mention this. There's a new update announced, Battle for Azeroth. There you go. I hear Jeremy yawning in the background.
He'll be snoring soon.
That was to be fair, that was a genuine yawn, I'm being a dick about Destiny yawn.
I think that makes it worse though.
Yeah.
Oh.
You fucking were that deprived of oxygen while we talked about this that you yawned.
But we got another major expansion announced. So of course they are releasing all kinds of content for these games, and there's going to be
you can play it at level 1. You can play it at level 1.
Yeah,
so
crazy,
fucking stupid.
So we'll see what they have. I mean, we don't know for sure it's going to work that way. Did they say that, or is that going off what we were talking about earlier?
I guess it's going off of what we talked about. That if it's a scaling thing, it's like why? Why?
So we don't know that's how it works. We're just assuming at this point. So as we get more info, you will be the first to know, okay? But that's all I got for news. Did y'all hear anything else that we missed?
No, that was it.
Yeah, I think that's about all we got.
It. You could bring up GTA being the highest selling game ever.
Oh, yeah.
GTA just sold over 85 million copies.
God damn.
Which is now the best-selling video game of all time. And from what I could gather, it beat out Wii Sports to be highest selling game of all time.
That really impresses me because the only reason Wii Sports was so high was because it was bundled with the Wii, which sold so much. People are actually going out of their way to buy GTA.
Yeah, either way, GTA just sold a massive fuck ton amount of games.
But they played their cards right.
Yeah,
you drop it at the end of a life cycle, and then you remake it for the new console. So you kind of got to double dip.
True. But even still, the fact that it's selling this well after being out for, 5 years?
Yeah, but the thing is I just saw an article. They hit 80 million back in May. So they've sold 5 million copies from May to now.
That's amazing.
6 months. That's pretty cool. That's
crazy.
Wild.
Crazy. This game released in 2013. This game is 4 years old.
Yeah, but they've been bringing the heat. Like, my brother plays it. And I was like, how's the new DLC? Because I, was ragging it. Because it was, Transformer races. Like, you'll be on a jet ski, and then it turns into a fucking airplane, and then you change to a bicycle. And I was like, how is it? And I was, cracking jokes at lunch. And he was like, it's actually pretty fucking fun. And I was like, oh. All right.
That sounds pretty cool, man. I can't lie. That sounds pretty fun.
I, wasn't digging the idea. I don't want to be on a Huffy and then all of a sudden in a jet.
Well, dude, I played some Sonic All-Star Racing, which is the exact same thing. You go from boat to jet to the car, and it's pretty fucking sweet.
Might have to try it.
But yeah, that's it for the news, guys. It was a pretty good week this week. It didn't trickle out. We had a lot to talk about.
Yes, sir.
So this weekend, Carmen came down to see us, and did I say came down? I don't know. Anyway, Carmen came down to see us, brought us our SNES classics. We busted them bad motherfuckers open. So these
motherfuckers were like vultures.
I just want to get a poll. What's your guys' favorite game on the SNES right now? The classic.
Without a doubt, obviously mine's Final Fantasy 3.
Right.
But if we're not counting that, I'd probably say Super Mario RPG.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been playing the shit out of that lately.
So that's funny you said that because I haven't played that game. There's a lot on here I haven't played, being a Sega baby, right?
Yeah.
So going off the games that I have played before, my favorite game on there is Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Nice. Even though you're not a Street Fighter fan.
Yeah, but I've always enjoyed fighting games, and I had a blast starting that thing up. So, besides that, I think that I'm really gonna like Super Mario or RPG. Because yesterday I spent probably an hour looking at Let's Plays of it. So I'm fun, digging this. So I think that could be one of my favorites on there when I get into it.
Like I said, my only problem with it is it's too short. And it is a bit easy, too.
Yeah, it did. It definitely looked easy.
It's fun as fuck, though, man.
What you got, Carm?
Y'all know my favorite game. Mega Man X. Yeah. Good old Mega Man X. It's a classic. It's what brought me... to the forefront of enjoying Mega Man games. I owned Mega Man on the Game Boy before I played it on Super Nintendo. And, man, the game is just fucking phenomenal. The story is good. The bosses are fun. The mechanics are great. I have a blast playing it.
You were a beast at it, too.
Yes, you were. Hey, you know what? Playing with y'all, that playthrough, it gave me a newfound love for that game. I never played Mega Man X. And me and Carmen almost beat the whole game Friday night drinking, then played through the whole game again Saturday. And the game is fun. I got a love for this game. And this game had climbed up my list real fucking fast.
It doesn't lose its excitement.
No.
It was fun. It is a genuinely fun game.
I'm glad that even though it's Carmen's favorite game, I was able to show him a few things he didn't know about.
Yeah, I didn't know a bunch of things that you showed us, and now... we're going to do that, and then, I have the mechanics down. I watched a ton of speedruns of this game, so I tried to incorporate a few things that I've seen in there.
What I enjoyed about it is never having played it a day in my life, and then picking it up for 2 days, and then getting better, see myself getting better and better at it. But
that's the magic of retro gaming, baby.
Yeah, I mean, the game is great, and there's a lot on here, and I haven't even scratched the surface. I want to play... I'm playing through a little bit of Donkey Kong right now. I'm playing, Secret of Mana, playing so much stuff,
guys,
and I want to go through and play Contra. I played a whole course of Kirby's Dream Land earlier. I mean, I'm just doing it, trying to get to a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I think we're all in that boat that, we want to jump in and play a lot of these games. I mean, I've had it since launch, and I haven't utilized it as much as I should have.
Hey, guys, I couldn't hear you for a bit.
Oh, okay. We were saying that basically we're just talking about us going through all the games, and I played some
Oh.
Kirby, some Dreamland earlier, and I've played a little bit of this and some Donkey Kong and Secret of Mana. So I want to go through and knock these games out, but there's so much to do, it's hard to dive into it.
I totally agree, man. I'm looking at that screen, and every time I was like, God, which one do I want to play now? Like, I played a little bit of Donkey Kong, I played some Mario, I played some Yoshi's Island.
It's super daunting. Like, which one do you jump into and commit to? Because there's just so, like, the heavy hitters are there.
I'm sitting there, because, again, my biggest problem is I don't have enough time in the day.
Exactly.
But
we'll get there.
I'm loving this system. This system is fucking awesome. And it's like,
you
cut it on, you select your language, and you're in the save states.
Yep.
And let me tell you guys, I don't know if you've read, there's something we did not do when we were doing these save states. There's a rewind feature. So let's say we have a save state. We can go right through and rewind the entire thing to a point we want to be at.
Nice. I saw it on the menu, but I didn't know what it meant.
Yes.
I didn't mess with it.
It's so cool. So if we have like
Awesome.
a world in Mario, you can rewind to any point in that world.
As long as you have a save state.
As long as you have the save state. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't looked up all the features for this thing. I'm sure there's more you can do with it than what you've found and what we've utilized.
Yeah, and I kind of, you can set, there's a couple filters, like a CRT filter, a pixel perfect filter. There's different animations you could put on the sides, like the banners that are curtains. Like I'm using a wood grain banner right now.
Nice.
I'm using the drapes.
Nice.
Yeah. And I'm going with the standard 4x9.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. I did the CRT for a minute, and that was pretty cool just to see it.
Yeah, it's not something I want to play through.
But this is a fantastic piece of hardware. I don't care if it's just an emulator in a box that looks cool, but it's neat. I love it.
It's sweet. I actually went ahead online. I ordered a receiver so I can use my 8-bit do SNES wireless controller for it.
Nice.
Yeah, because these extension cords are great, but man, I'm afraid I'm going to trip and just pull this thing off the wall.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that.
Fuck, Cam almost fucking smashed his in the floor 8 times the night we played.
Yeah, because I had my legs crossed and I was sitting to the side of it. So when I'd uncross my legs, my leg would just come down with a vengeance on top of the cord. It was bad. But I highly recommend trying to grab one of these consoles.
I still wouldn't pay more than $80 for it.
No, pay the regular price for it.
But it is worth the $80.
Absolutely. All right, is it time?
It is. I think it's time.
I do believe so.
We have been teasing something for the past few weeks. We started this out as, this company, this gaming website. We were friends in college who always talked about it. And then we just decided to do it one day, and we let's start a podcast. And we've always had kind of an idea, a roadmap, at least to a point where we wanted to go. And we have added another marker in that roadmap. So I'll let Carmen, you can go and explain a little bit about it. I don't want to take all the glory.
Oh, no, you're fine. But we've started our Let's Play series titled Select Start. We've already filmed, as we were talking about the games that we played together and that we got together, we filmed about 6 months worth of content over a weekend. And we're going to be releasing them on a bi-weekly schedule. So it's going to come out twice a week. Bi-weekly? Is that right?
No, that would be every other week. So we're releasing just 2 a week. It's a weekly schedule.
It's a weekly schedule, 2 a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We played a multitude of games. We're not going to give them all away, but we made Jeremy quit in Mario Kart 64 a few times. That's something to look forward to. And then we had some epic moments in Injustice, and the rest you'll have to tune in and check out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Coming very soon. We're waiting on a logo from Jeremy, and that should be done in the next week or 2, depending on his schedules. And then we're going to just rock out with it.
We got this capture card, and we all got together. We put in, 11 hours on Saturday and another
6 hours.
6 hours on Sunday. We got a lot of content, and we're going to do this. We're going to get together about every 3 or 4 months to do this over a weekend. And in the meantime, we're going to do single Let's Plays. I'm going to play through a game for y'all. It's going to be like a select start Cam plays. And if Jeremy wants to do one, so you'll have some individual plays. You're going to have all of us together. Eventually down the line, I want to mess with video editing a little bit more, and I would like to maybe start putting out our some news videos of gameplay that we played. So, like, say I played some matches of Call of Duty, I want to have that playing on YouTube, and I'm going to tell you all the week's news or whatever it might be. So we've got a lot of stuff that we want to do. We knew we wanted to do Let's Plays from the beginning. We want to move into probably streaming eventually. So this is the first step to that.
And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it was probably one of the best weekends of gaming that I've had in months.
Oh, I agree, man. I had so much fucking fun.
Absolutely, I had more fun than I can even express into words.
Yeah, it's like it was totally different than having my headset on in my room and playing with you guys.
Yeah.
Nothing beats couch co-op, man.
Nothing at all.
Well, one thing beats couch co-op? Nut punch.
Oh God. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Select starts our series. You're gonna love it. But that's it. That's the big news. Y'all got anything else?
I think that's it.
Carmen?
That covers it.
We're good to go? All right. Make sure to check out Antiquity. We're dropping our last episode this season. Jeremy's going to take a break. He's going to get some more topics, and we're going to come back closer to the beginning of the year. After the holidays are over, it's kind of hectic for us. So we got one more episode left this season, and then we're going to take a break. So make sure to check it out, like it, subscribe to us, give us some feedback. And other than that, Carmen, where are they going to find us?
Check us out on our own website, hellaaveragegaming.com. We're posting news, reviews, the latest releases. You'll be able to find all of our content. That's the Gamescast, Antiquity, the Let's Play series. We need you to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play. If you feel inclined and you like the content that we're bringing you, we would much appreciate some support on Patreon. And on that note, stay hella average.
Peace.
Nut punch.